Hey everybody, welcome to our very special Mother's Day service online with Bread of Life International. I want to say a big happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I want to honor you and thank you so much for all your hard work, dedication, persistence, and sacrifice for us. And it's going to be a special service today. So, like we promised last week, we have a special worship set, and we also have a Let's Talk Motherhood, a Mother's Day special. So my wife Kate, as well as Pastor Jenny, who runs our children's ministry and our youth ministry, will be sharing about some memories about their mothers, as well as parenting and motherhood. So it's going to be great. And before we start, I just want to give a quick shout out to my mom in Korea, who's she just went back this past week. Happy Mother's Day to you. Thank you so much for loving me and raising me and giving birth to me. And I still have the Bible that you've given to me over 20 years ago. To my mother-in-law out in Gainesville, thank you so much for your love and sacrifice and everything that you give to us as a mother. And I want to give a big shout out to my kind of like a second mom, Fumiya-san in Japan. She loved on me during the toughest times of my life and gave me a home. And she really taught me about being a son of God, and I really got to learn my identity as a child through her. And yeah, to my spiritual mothers, Heather, Taguchi, and to Hannah, and right now in this season to Pastor Kathy. I really want to honor every single one of my mothers in my life. Thank you so much. And here we go with our very special Mother's Day service.
Lord bless you. children, and their children, and their children. May His favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and your children, and their children. May His presence go before you and behind you and beside you, all around you and within you. He is with you. He is with you in the morning, in the evening, in your coming and your going, in your weeping and rejoicing. He is for you. 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 We've seen what you can do, oh God of wonders. Your power has no end. The things you've done before, in greater measure, you will do again. There's no prison wall you can't break through, no mountains you can't move, all things are possible. There's no broken body you can't raise, no soul that you can't save, all things are possible. The darkest night, you can light it up, you can light it up, oh God of revival. Let hope arise, death is overcome, you've already won, oh God of revival. You rose in victory, and now you're seated forever on your throne. So why should my heart fear what you've defeated? I will trust in you alone. There's no prison wall you can't break through, no mountain you can't move, all things are possible. There is no broken body you can't raise, no soul that you can't save, all things are possible. The darkest night, you can light it up, you can light it up, oh God of revival. Let hope arise, death is overcome, you've already won, oh God of revival. Come
Mountains are still being moved. Strongholds are still being loosed. And God, we believe it. Yes, we can see that wonders are still what you do. Mountains are still being moved. Strongholds are still being loosed. And God, we believe it. And yes, we can see that wonders are still what you do. We are here for you. Come and do what you do. We are here for you. Come and do what you do. Set our hearts on you. Come and do what you do. 'Cause we need to move. We need to move. This is a move. This is a move.
Bodies are still being raised. Giants are still being slain. God, we believe. Oh, yes, we can see it. Wonders are still what you do.
We are here for you. Come and do what you do. We are here for you. Come and do what you do. Set our hearts on you. Come and do what you do. 'Cause we need to move. We need to move. This is a move. This is a move. Miracles happen when you move. Healing is coming in this room. Miracles happen when you move. Heaven is coming. Miracles happen when you move. Healing is coming in this room. Miracles happen when you move. Heaven is coming. We need to move. 'Cause we need to move. 'Cause this is a move. This is a move. We are here for you. Come and do what you do. We are here for you. Come and do what you do. Set our hearts on you. Come and do what you do. 'Cause we need to move. We need to move. This is a move. This is a move.
Hi everybody, this is Kate,
This is Jenny.
and we're from Bread of Life International, and we would like to say
Happy Mother's Day!
Okay, first question. What do I admire about my mom?
So for me, my mom is an awesome mom, and I really admire her about her simple faith. And then a lot of time when I go to her, ask for prayer, or just consult with her, she always has this just so chill and say, just trust God, and He will provide whatever you need. And I feel like that always calmed my heart, and she's just amazing. I just love her.
That's so awesome. My mom, I admire the fact that she was really creative. Growing up, she ran the children's ministry, and we would serve with her even though we were also children. And it was so fun to watch her create all the lesson plans and all of the hands and crafts, and the kids just loved it, and to see her kind of come alive when she was creating something, and it really instills creativity in us as well. So I really admire that about my mom.
That's amazing. I remember the first time I asked my mom to teach me how to cook. It's a special chicken rice noodle, and that's amazing because that's the first thing I learned about cooking. And then that's the time I need to like cook for the youth group. And I'm like, Mom, what do I do? And then so she would show me step by step. I think I just remembered that smell in the kitchen and just the interaction between me and my mom. And in fact, I'm teaching my daughter right now, even though she's young and she loves to help out in the kitchen. So that's actually the first thing I feel like I can pass on to her. Like, hey, this is what grandma told me, and then this is how I'm going to teach you. So yeah, that's a sweet memory.
My favorite memory of me and my mom is, it's kind of sad, but I had to have many surgeries when I was younger. I had some kidney problems, and my mom stayed with me in the hospital that whole time. And I remember because of the medicine I was taking, I would wake up at weird times of the night. So for some reason at 4 in.the.morning, every morning I would wake up and she would come over and she would give me a massage, and we would just talk about life at 4 in.the.morning while everyone else is sleeping. And I loved those moments, and I still remember a lot of things that we talked about. So that's my favorite.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like the mother's role is like kind of like a glue in the family. Like she would glue the family together, and then she's also like a thermometer. Her mood really affects the whole family. Happy mom, happy family. How about for you?
I feel like the mom's role is nurturing.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. You're gonna be okay. You just want to talk to mom. Yeah. And I feel like a mom's role is inspiring. I think a lot of times fathers like start something, and then mothers help to develop it.
Yes.
So that's why we all like love to decorate the house and help things to grow and buy plants and things like that.
Yes.
We love development, and that's part of our greatest gifts as women and as mothers.
Yes, yes. Well, for my mom, she has this trait that's adventurous. In fact, right now she's in Tennessee for a hiking trip. So it's just so amazing that she always wants to like go out to just take on some challenge. So she hiked every mountain in Washington State. That's pretty amazing. And she started to flew to other states, even Europe, for her hiking trip. Wow. So I just admire her that, like, wow, such an adventurous mom.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. My mom, her special trait is she is very celebratory. So she always makes a huge deal out of birthdays and holidays.
Oh.
And we always know. And everybody who knows my mom, like, quickly learned all of our traditions.
Wow.
And she would do a lot of, like, super quirky themed birthday parties for us growing up. And so my friends would always look forward to, like, what are they gonna do for Kate's birthday every year?
Wow.
Yeah, so I think that's my mom's.
That's fun. Well, as for me, I would say it's Jesus' mother, right? Jesus' mother. Well, I think just like, especially her response to Jesus when they were separated for like 3 days and she found Jesus, and then just her response, like, usually mom will freak out and then,
right.
Like, you're in trouble. But just, after she heard Jesus reply, like, don't you know I'm in my Father's house? I need to look for my Father's business. And then her response was stay silent. She kept things in her heart. And sometimes I feel like as a mother, we reply too quickly, and I feel like wow, that's so much wisdom in there. So.
That's a hard thing to do.
Oh yeah, hold your like anger or hold on to the things you want to say.
Yeah, that's powerful. I think my favorite mother figure in the Bible was Hannah. Well, I don't know if I can say favorite or she's just the most challenging to me. Just seeing her intensity and how she prayed for her son. For us, just being vulnerable, like we tried for a long time for Ollie. It was very difficult for us to get pregnant. So I visited a prophet in Korea and she said, you need to read the story of Hannah. So I did. And I remember I was sitting in the clubhouse actually in my own prayer time and I was reading the story of Hannah and I was just crying out to God. And it just moved me so much how Hannah really, really trusted God for her son. And then even once she had Samuel, she still trusted God with her son. She wasn't afraid for her son. And that precious son that she was given by God, she raised him and then said, okay, God, I'm giving him back to you. And you can do whatever you want with him. And she gave him back to God and to the church. And that was so amazing to me. And I thought, oh my God, I don't know if I can do that. But it's such a challenging story to me. And learning how to not be afraid for my kids and learning how to really trust God for them. So,
Well, for me, before I was a mom, I didn't really think much because I'm very practical, Well, when things come, then I'll deal with it. Well, but I did imagine I would have like 7 kids. Yeah, 7 kids.
Really?
Because me and my husband were both only child, and we want to have more kids in the family, just running around. So yeah, I didn't like really think too much what it felt like, to have so many kids. But right now, 1 is good. By God's grace, we'll see. Maybe 2, that's perfect. So I think, it's challenge and but I think it's a blessing to be a mom.
I think I looked forward to just spending like quiet, intimate times with my baby. Because I grew up nannying and I loved those really precious moments where it was just like me and a little kid and I got to watch them discover things. That to me was so awe-inspiring. And I have to say this journey is nothing like I looked forward to. It's so lovely and so wonderful and so not what I thought that it would be. Just in terms of like how Ollie was born and just being like in quarantine and everything, it's just been so different and so crazy. But amazingly, I still am able to capture those really precious moments with him. And so I think because of the circumstances, it makes those moments even more precious.
Amen. Enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
Before becoming a mom, I was more like task oriented and then just move on quickly, like okay, get it done, and then I didn't value connection that much. But after becoming a mom, I feel God has been growing me in building connections, not only with my kid but also with people around me. And I'll make sure like every time after a unhappy moment, we'll need to reconnect and make sure we're good again and good to go. And I think I learned that from my kid. She will always come back after like the discipline, and we'll need to like just hug and kiss and cuddle so that we can reconnect. And so I think this is a valuable moment and lesson for me how to connect with people.
For me, I think I've learned a lot about perseverance and accepting life as it is. And I actually learned a lot of that from Ollie. Ollie went through a lot in the hospital, and it was always amazing to me that he would smile so much still. That was one of his first reflexes, is smiling. And I just learned so much from him that even when life is not what we thought it would be, and when when things don't go the way that like we dreamed of or we planned, there's still something special. There's still something that we can experience in that moment that maybe nobody else has experienced, and yeah, it makes life fascinating if we take it with joy. It was actually seeing him go through everything that he had to go through in the hospital. Specifically, there was a day that he had pulled out his feeding tube, and I watched him do it, because in the NICU we had a little camera set up so that even when we were at home, we could like log in and watch the camera and see him. And so that was really a blessing. But I remember one day I watched him on the camera and he reached up and he pulled his feeding tube out and then waved it in front of the camera, and I was like, no! So I called him, I was like, I think he pulled his feeding tube out. But that was so heartbreaking to me because I watched them put his feeding tube back in, and just seeing him like having to swallow and having to, you know, just go through the things that he went through and be uncomfortable so much. That was really hard for me.
Totally. As for me, it was on the day of Abby's birth. So actually I had an emergency C-section. So
Yay!
It's not what I planned. So that was hard because I felt like it's out of my control. It's not what I planned.
Yep.
And you know, the moment I went into the surgery room, I felt like, you know, like her life was, I have no control. And so I think that moment was really hard for me because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Totally.
I still remember that feeling. Just I might lose her, or I might, you know, go see Jesus, I don't know. So I think that's a really real and raw moment for me, laying there and just trusting God.
Yeah. Totally. Okay. We polled 100 women. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I did read a lot of articles recently about like what moms really want, and I was going back to the question of what's our like a discovery about ourselves only after we became a mom. I realized like so many things that I got from my mom for Mother's Day growing up. Like, I feel so bad. Now I want to call her and be like, I'm so sorry I didn't like get you a spa day and like, you know, whatever. Give you a day off and stop asking you homework questions. Because now I'm like, yeah, I mean, chocolates and flowers are cute, but like, I really just want a nap. And I really just want to go out and spend a day at Target and not have to worry about, you know, like pumping or things like that. Which obviously I'm not gonna do this year, but so I read a lot of articles where women were saying the very similar things. I want to be pampered, and I want a nap, and depending on how much time you normally get with your kids, like a lot of working moms would say, I want a day with my kids where I don't have to think about work, where I can take my kids out somewhere because they're the reason why I'm a mom. So like I want to hang out at Disney World or whatever with my kids. And then the moms who are usually stay-at-home moms, they're like, I want a day off for my kids. I want to go out with my girls and do something like that. So I just found that really interesting. Yeah.
Totally agree on that. Yeah. I think mom really needs just a quiet time, a space of, you know, their own. And then sometimes just, you know, being understanding and just say, hey, why don't you go take a break, and, you know, just being proactive to offering some help to mom.
Yeah.
And that'll be so helpful.
Definitely. I think it depends on mom's love language. My mom really was a gifts person, that those were very important to her. So, and she's also very, very sentimental. So, for us, we would love to spend the day before Mother's Day or a few days before Mother's Day, like making handmade cards for her and writing some letter. And for her, she truly wanted those things. Wow. And so it was like a competition for us to see who could make her cry more in our card. But that was my mom. And if your mom is not a gifts person or a words of affirmation person, like find out what's important to your mom specifically to her, and then do it out of love for her.
Yeah.
I think that's what would make her feel appreciated.
Yes,
What about
yes.
you?
Yeah, definitely, know your mom's love language. But I think nowadays, mom really appreciate if we can offer them some service, free services. Just some cool idea, like maybe for husband and children, we can offer like free service coupons, know, and just free of mom's choice. And so in the upcoming days, she can use like, let's say, breakfast in bed, or a week off chores, off cooking duties, things like that. I think just to make them happy.
Yeah. And I think one thing that you can do to help your mom or your wife to feel appreciated is don't limit it to Mother's Day.
That's true.
Every day, moms are still moms.
Yes.
And every day we need love and appreciation.
That's right. That's right. I think to all the moms, I just want to say you're amazing, and you're so loved by God. And just remember to love yourself, because sometimes we're so busy loving our children, our husband, and we tend to neglect our own emotional need. And just remind yourself that you're so worth it, and remember to love yourself, to do something happy for yourself.
That's so important. Yeah, I just want to say that you guys are not alone. I know a lot of moms who became moms, especially during this difficult time, and being in quarantine can feel really lonely. You can't really physically connect with other moms. But even if you didn't become a mom during this specific time, being a mom itself can feel like, oh my gosh, I'm the only person who's going through what I'm going through. And that's so not true. You have a whole army of women, and even an army of dads who are here to surround you, to protect you, to encourage you. And I just really encourage you to reach out to your community. That motherhood is meant to be done in community. You can't possibly do it all yourself, so don't try. We're all here for you. And it's a beautiful thing that we're all one big family. So reach out, we're here for you.
Amen. And just think of this, we're not perfect, and just acknowledge the fact we're not Wonder Woman. Even though sometimes we try to tackle this, tackle that, but just, it's okay. Things don't go as we planned. Just have mercy and grace for yourself.
And Wonder Woman was never a mom.
True.
So you're greater than Wonder Woman. So there you go.
Don't try to be one.
That's right. We have really, really enjoyed answering these questions for you guys and spending time together.
Yes.
Thank you for coming to our house. I just want to wrap up by inviting you guys to reach out to your mom, to pray for your mom. If you have your mom right now next to you or in the room with you, if you would just gather around her, snuggle her, lay your hands on her. If your mom is not there with you, I just encourage you to reach out, text her, call her, and let's pray for our moms.
Yes.
Let's encourage our moms today. So I'm going to go ahead and pray. Okay, we can do that together.
Sure.
God, I thank you so much for the mother's heart that you placed inside of us,
Amen.
that it is part of your nature to nurture and develop those that are in our care and those that are around us. And I thank you, God, that you nurture us and you care for us and you're covering us and looking out for us. And I just want to bless all the moms who are watching today. We just honor them today, and we ask, God, that you would just pour out joy
Amen.
and blessings upon them today, that you would fill them up in any place that they're empty, that you would heal any place that's hurting.
Amen.
And I pray that there's just overflowing joy in their hearts today. We thank you, Father, that you are the ultimate nurturer, that you are always there for us, and that you have given us this great privilege to be moms. And then you taught us how to do it well. So we thank you, Father, for that. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen, Ollie. Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining us today. If you want to stay up to date on everything that we're doing, you can follow us via social media right here. Or if you want to give your tithes and offerings online, you can click this link right here. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with your friends and family. We'll see you next time.